What's up, guys? This is a 2025 Chevy Silverado 2500 ZR2, and it's one of the most badass trucks you could buy right now. Today, we're gonna do a walk around of the truck, go over its options, and then take it out for a spin. Stay tuned.
This 2025 Chevy Silverado 2500 ZR2 is finished in the Summit White and it has a jet black interior. It is a one owner, clean Carfax, and has an original MSRP of $88,469. The ZR2 package is the off-road, no compromise, heavy-duty beast that you could get from Chevy. With the ZR2 package, you get the 1.5-inch lift from factory, and you get the Multimatic DSSV dampers, which make the ride on this heavy-duty truck incredible. You also get the 35-inch Goodyear Wrangler mud terrain tires, as you can see here. And here we'll get a quick little peek of those Multimatic shocks. So cool. You also get a locking rear differential and an aluminum skid plate underneath the front end. Moving over to the back, you could get a quick look at this multi-flex tailgate. We'll kind of demonstrate some cool features. You can bring just this top section down, which is nice. So if you have wood or whatever, you can flip this thing up, or longer loads. You don't need any tie downs necessarily, which is pretty cool. And if you close this, bring the whole thing up and bring the whole tailgate down, use it like a normal tailgate on a truck. Flip that piece up again, and now you have an 8-foot bed. So it went from a 6.5-foot bed to an 8-foot bed, which makes it pretty nice. And you can release that. So now you actually have a step that gets into the back of your truck. There's a little bar there if you need some help. And of course, you have the power in the bed. So you got your trailer hook up there, and then this thing is equipped with the gooseneck ready package. So you hook your fifth wheel up, and a quick little 110 right there as well. Spray and bed liner, all this right from factory. Underneath, you do have a full-size spare tire as well, just in case you're off-road and you need that extra tire. There you go. This truck is also equipped with those off-road high-clearance steps, which you can see there on the sides. And here I'm showing just a little scratch. That's the only thing I could find on this truck. Tiniest little scratch, but that's pretty much it. Under the hood is the Duramax diesel, which we'll do a quick little look at here in just a few seconds. This truck looks so good with the white and black contrast, and you have that red sprinkled in there with the badge, the Chevy logo, and those tow hooks. It looks so cool in my opinion. Under the hood, you have the 6.6 liter Duramax turbo diesel, which is a V8. This is the L5P. It's a Gen 2, and it has 470 horsepower and a massive 970 foot-pounds of torque. Plenty for towing. It is also connected to a 10-speed automatic Allison transmission. And here's the quick little underside of the truck. No scrapes, never been off-road, you could tell. And then a quick little shot of those front Multimatic shocks. Those things look so cool. Moving to the interior, the ZR2 is a little different than your standard 2500. You have this two-tone interior with this like gray stone with this yellow stitching and the black leather. It looks really cool, and it doesn't feel boring like a normal black interior. Little ZR2 badge there on the kick plate. Here you can kind of see the two-tone with that yellow stitching on the seats. The two front seats are heated and ventilated, so for those hot summer days, you'll be getting a nice cool on your back. In 2024, they updated the interior of these heavy-duty trucks, and they look so nice with the digital dash and this much larger touchscreen. This truck does have the $1,800 technology package, which you get the rear view camera mirror here, heads-up display, and the adaptive cruise control. You also have the upfitter switch kit, which you can add lights and all that stuff right there, which is pretty neat. Makes it look real factory. What's great about GM is they still have all physical buttons for the most part, which is pretty neat. So we'll kind of go through this screen here. You can connect your trailer cameras, you have Google Maps, all that stuff, obviously CarPlay. And this truck has a ton of cameras, 14 cameras, including the rear, trailer side, transparent trailer, hitch cam, front end, each wheel, front and rear, as you can see there. That's your bumper camera in the rear. You also have a bed camera. I mean, this thing has it all. So you can watch your cargo and all that kind of stuff. This thing's insane. So for the rear view camera, you don't have to have it like that. You can use it as a regular mirror. As you can see, you just do that little flip. Pretty neat. It does have the sunroof as well. And here you could see the heads-up display. Kind of change a couple of different things on the heads-up display. You have heads-up display in this $80,000, $90,000 truck, and some of the exotics that we have don't even have heads-up display, which is crazy, but must have. Moving to the rear of the truck, these heavy-duty trucks have so much space. Obviously, you got all the Bose sound system throughout the entire truck, but so much space in the rear. You can fit car seats, people who are 6 foot, 7 feet tall, whatever. You got a couple of charging ports there, and the rear seats are heated, which is kind of neat. Little hidden storage on either side of the rear seats. And of course, you got your center cup holders as well. I wasn't lying about those super tall people. Chevy even has a cutout for their head to make more headroom out there. It's pretty cool. 60-40 split. You have storage underneath the rear back here. But enough talking about it. Let's go drive it.
All right, guys. 2025 Chevy 2500 ZR2. This is what the key looks like. Got remote start. You can pop the tailgate open all from that. Mirrors automatically fold in, which is a cool touch. It does have keyless entry too. Oops, there we go. I locked it and unlocked it. But here we go. It's a big old truck. It does have that little bit of a lift from factory. It's a little warm one today, so we're gonna start her up. So 2024 is when Chevy redid this whole new area. So you got digital dash here, bigger touch screen here. They used to have just that small little one, you remember, maybe not, but this is what it is now. And you also have this mirror, which could go digital or not, which is kind of cool. I'm pretty sure you saw that in the Walkaround. And obviously you have heads-up display as well. A little bit of a warm one today, 83 degrees, so I'm going to turn on my cooled seats. This does have heated and cooled seats, which is kind of cool. No pun intended. But yeah, honestly, the new Chevy's GM product, the interior, it's one of my favorites. It's very tasteful, it's clean, really cool features throughout. And this being the Duramax diesel, has plenty of torque and get up and go, you know, for your towing needs, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of buttons, a lot of physical buttons, which I'm a big fan of. You have an auxiliary down here, so you want to add any lights or winch or whatever, you can add it there. Huge storage right here. You have your wireless phone charger there, a couple cup holders here, a couple there, a couple in the very back as well. But let's take it out for a spin. You know, it's not like my normal supercars and all that kind of stuff, but it's still pretty cool. I like driving these trucks daily compared to, you know, sports cars anyway, but that's just my little 2 cents. Overall, this thing drives so nice with those Multimatic shocks. I love the way this thing drives. Even though it's a big 2500, like it's huge, it's a big truck, those shocks are reading every single millisecond and adjusting its pressure, so it gives you the most smooth ride possible. And I mean, I've driven big trucks, 2500s, without these shocks, and these things, let me tell you, are an absolute game changer. They make the ride so incredibly smooth. huge fan of them, and you only get those with the ZR2. A couple other things you get with the ZR2 obviously is, you know, you get your skid plates, a couple other touches. Obviously this really cool kind of brown and black interior with this yellow stitching. It just elevates the 2500 even further. It's different than the Denali and the Denali Ultimate for the GMC cars or trucks, because you know, this is the more off-road ready truck. Get a couple of different accents like the red coloring throughout, all that kind of stuff, which is pretty neat. This truck only has about 2,500 miles on the odometer, so she's pretty much brand new. This one's stickered about $88,000. I know they're getting up there. And we're priced below that sticker price, obviously it being a used vehicle, but it is a clean Carfax One owner, as I mentioned. And yeah, I mean, really, really cool truck. I'm a huge fan of these. The Chevys, I'm not gonna lie, they are growing on me. The front end, I wasn't a huge fan of when they first came out, but the more I've looked at this truck, the more I've liked it. So, pretty neat. Now with this 1.5-inch lift from factory, the truck does sit up a little higher than, you know, your typical 2500 you'd see out on the road. Which, you know, I prefer that, especially in a big truck like this, so I can see over people and their dumb driving mistakes, but that's just my personal preference. Plenty of torque, over 900 foot-pounds of torque. So this thing, even though as big as it is, man, this thing gets up and moving really quick. A couple of other options here that a lot of people don't know about Chevys, which are kind of cool. It does have a electronic limited slip differential you can activate here and there. Hill descent control, and one of my favorite features about GM products, I don't know if other truck manufacturers have this, but there's this button here, and I don't know about you, but I like to usually drive with my windows down. This button puts them all down at once, which is so cool. Now, I do think they should be able to go back up all at once, but you gotta put them up manually that way. But what a cool button, especially for summertime. You just, boom, hit that, all your windows go down, and you're chilling. Now the ZR2 is more of a, you know, people ask, well, why wouldn't you just get like a lower trim, like an LT or something like that, or an LTZ, and then add aftermarket parts later because it'll be about the same price. The ZR2 is the top dog, man. It's this is status, right? So it's like, you get the Multimatic shocks. To me, those alone are worth it. I know there's plenty of aftermarket options out there, but the Multimatic shocks are amazing. So, huge fan of those. Multimatic shocks, but I think that's the main selling point on this truck, honestly. But yeah, what a cool truck, man. Perfect daily driver in my opinion. It does okay on fuel. It's not the most fuel efficient. It's still a big turboed V8 diesel, so you're still getting probably about 15 miles to a gallon. We can see it in here somewhere. Yeah, about 14 miles to a gallon. Average 12 and a half, best 25. Does have driver assistance package as well, so it keeps you help you out with your lanes. Oh, that's a cool little SF90 XX, that new car that just came out. She's a big girl. And if you're tired of driving exotics around all day, or just your everyday car and you want a nice truck, this is one of my options. This is one of the ones that I would pick. I do like the GMC. I do like this truck. In my opinion, these are the best looking trucks. All the GM products are the best looking ones in my opinion right now. People will complain about the motor and all that kind of stuff, but honestly, as long as you take care of it, it'll take care of you, that's for sure. Coming back out into the shop here. I showed you all the different cameras in the walk-around, but there's plenty of different cameras. Here's a front camera, so in case you want to merge into traffic or get really close to some person for some reason, you can do that. There's also a 360 camera as well. Technology is crazy, folks. It's crazy. But yeah, guys, 2025 Chevy Silverado 2500 ZR2. If you're looking for top dog off-road, you want to beat those Tremor F250s and all those, this is the one. Let's go. If you're in the market for a heavy-duty truck that could pretty much do it all, the ZR2 is your option. This one's available now at OBZU.